What's good, people? This is For the Lag of God, where we aim to bring people together through communication and collaboration. Today, we are talking to Project. What's good, Project?
What's going on, man? Good to finally be here. Talk to you, man.
It's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to have you. I know I know I've been putting it off for a little while, but it's a pleasure to have you, mate. It's a pleasure to have you. All
It's good
right,
to be here.
all right. So I thought we'd jump right into the questions if that's all right with you.
Yeah, man. Let's get it.
All right. So, first question is how did you first become interested in music?
Um, there's a couple ways, but the main way that I could really remember is I just used to be driving in the car with my mom, and I'd just be in the back seat, and she would just be playing just rap music, and even like before I even knew what the songs were or the words, I would just be watching her like sing along, and I'd be like, "What the heck?" She knows like word for word, like what the heck is going on, and it just interested me. So I would go home, and I had like a little like CD player at the time with
Yeah.
those little foam headphones, and I would just be listening to those songs. My mom, because I would take her CD out the car, go inside, put that on, just listen to all the songs she was playing on repeat until I knew the words. Just like DMX, Snoop Dogg, all old school, man. She liked them all. Ludacris.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. So, like, so listening to those, like mostly hip hop. Is were there any other like any other genres that kind of popped up now and again, or was it just mostly hip hop?
Yeah, for sure. No, it was like R&B songs too. I can't even think of the names. Like I just what's it like TLC? Is
I'll
that the
give you
name of
extra
the?
credit if you could sing them.
No, yeah, no, I can, but I don't think I'm going to because my singing ain't that great. No, TLC or TCL is that the name of that world
Yeah,
band?
TLC. Yeah, no
Like
scrubs. Really cool
my mom
band.
would be bumping them too. Like, um, mainly honestly, I was very not strict, but like I didn't really know much else. I didn't get put on too much. I don't know what the word for it. Punk rock bands and stuff like
Yep.
Green Day and all that. I was in.
Yep.
My mom was into that. I listened to a little bit of all that. It all kind of mixed together.
Mm, nice. So from that, like, so from being little, listening to that in the car, like, do so now that you do music, do you listen to your own music in the in the car with your mum as well? Like, has it
No,
kind of changed around,
not with my mom.
or are you
Not
just
with my
like,
mom.
yeah, I don't
No.
know if I wanted to. No.
Nah, I listen. I definitely do listen to it. I don't really. My mom and I live in like different cities, so I don't really
Ah,
see her too much. Yeah, so but definitely when I'm in the car with friends or my brother or any or by myself, I'll definitely if I just like got done recording something, I just want to listen to it. I'll listen to it and I repeat all the way to where I'm
doing
driving.
the car test.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Doing the car test. Ah, that's
Yep.
sweet. Nice, nice. So then going from that, um, what inspired you to start making music?
Um, Damn, that's actually kind of a hard question. Inspired, just the music. Like I like the flow of rap, just in general, like specifically rap, because I mainly focus on rap now. So that's what I started on. But yeah, just the flow that people would be putting out, and it would just get me interested that they're saying like all these words and fitting it into a bar, like it's crazy. And then on top of that, it has like meaning with double entendres, like what I'm saying. Like
Mm,
that shit was crazy, and I just wanted to be able to do that too. So I just started
yeah.
writing,
And so
getting my
yeah,
own flow going.
basically the art of like the art of story, like the art
Like
of storytelling
writing,
in poetry, I guess.
yeah, kind of, yeah, in a way, yeah, that too. It's all storytelling anyway. That's what I do.
Mm. Oh man, definitely. Like, I got into rap late, but I'd always kind of been a fan of like poetry. Um,
Yeah,
and you know, like the like when you know, like when you watch those like freestyle poetry things and they go all out on it, and they'll be like, oh, you know, like the fucking color of the clouds, and then they'll turn like the color of the cloud into like a flavor, like I don't know, fucking like ice cream or some shit like that or whatever. And you know, the way that you can take sort of like an object like that and write about it, but
And just like,
turn
yeah,
turn it
twist
into
its
different
meaning
things.
into something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, like
Yeah, and then it
it's like
still makes
jeez.
sense though. Yeah,
And then
like
and
you
then to be
understand
able,
what they're saying.
yeah, and then to be able to do that, like you know, through one like not just one verse, but like an entire 3 minute track, or maybe even more.
Yeah,
And it's and then to have to like sum all that up in a chorus, and you're just like fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Like Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
It's
So
cool though. It's cool because once you do it, you're like, damn, I fucking did that.
yeah, so like because you know sometimes when I do it, like I'll literally just I'll write the verses and I'm like fuck, how am I gonna put this into a chorus? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've just done it and I'm like bollocks. I've got to sum it up. Right. But yeah, I
it
fucking
comes out good though when you do it though.
oh definitely, definitely. And you know like the bit that gets me into music, you know, I got into rap because of DMX. Like when I heard his
Yeah,
prayer.
the pillow. I see the pillow there in the back.
Yeah. The pillow. I got a few other DMX things as well. And but yeah, when I heard his song "The Prayer." Well, it's not a song; it's more of a skit. But I heard that, and then after that, I think it's like the Convo on his first album. It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and the way he just talks so openly, and then and on his second album, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, he has Slipping, and I was like, holy fuck. You know what I mean? I was holy fuck. And then
Yeah,
yeah. And then after that I heard the Nas song Dance, where he talks about like wanting to dance with his mum again. And I was like, yo, like the fuck? This is crazy. And yeah, and that's how I got into hip hop, strictly just through like the emotion and the story and the
yeah,
meaning behind what they were saying. So
yeah.
yeah, I
Made you feel
totally.
the type of way, and you're like, damn, I fuck with this.
Yeah, mate. Mate, I remember I
Sticks with
went
you.
home. My friend, literally, my friend gave me the CD. He was like, "Go home, listen to this, and then call me." And I was like, "Yo," I just called him up. I was like,
This shit is crazy,
"Yeah," I
bro.
was like, "Mate, what the fuck is this?" Like, because you know,
That's
I
cool, man.
I didn't really fuck with hip hop much before because it just all that shit on the radio, and you just like, I wasn't really feeling this. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know about this, but yeah, and then like. And he was just like, yeah, like he was like, he knew that, and kind of to get me into things, you got to show me the emotional side before I could fuck with the fun side.
Yeah.
And yeah, and
Yep.
then I was like, oh fuck, like what am I doing? Like
Yeah.
where have I
No, for
been?
sure, bro. Yeah. Same way.
Yeah,
I feel the same way.
I totally understand that. But yeah, so what's the oh yeah, so what inspired you to start? All right, so what genres or artists have inspired you? Like,
Um, Genres will definitely hip hop, obviously.
yeah, yeah,
R&B, artists. There's a lot. First, for sure, J. Cole. J. Cole. I've been listening. That's one of the guys that got me really into rap. Um, Mac Miller, Kendrick Lamar. There's even newer guys like nowadays, like Polo G. Like I've been listening to Polo G now, just because some of the songs got flow that
mm,
I like to. You got songs I relate to. Um, Eminem for sure, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. I can go on. I can keep going, but those are just a few.
yeah. Oh, so would you say that's basically like your top five if you had to give one?
If I had to give a top five, you
Yeah,
want
I
to
mean, you
hear it?
haven't got to, but like,
No,
would you
yeah.
say?
No, I could give you a top five for sure. It would be J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller, Drake, and that fifth spot. Damn, that's tough. That's a tough one to give away. Probably like Joyner Lucas or like Big Sean or something like that. I don't know. It's like that's a tough spot. It's hard to fit all of them into one little group.
Like top fives are always tough. They're
What's
like,
your top five? Let me hear that.
I shouldn't have asked that question, should I? Well, obviously DMX. DMX. Musically, Joe Budden. I can't really stand Joe Budden on his podcast.
Joe Budden. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like some of Joe Budden's songs hit way too close to home sometimes.
I don't think I've ever heard a Joe Budden song, dude. To be honest.
Mate, honestly.
Oh no, I heard him respond to Kendrick Lamar's Control verse. I actually heard that by Joe Budden, but that wasn't great.
His mood music stuff is unreal. Like when Joe gets to his more emotional stuff, it's fucking insane. But when Joe's fucking about, I don't really care.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah, like you can you go back to his first album. There's like there's a track literally 10 minutes. It's called 10 minutes on the album, and he's just there, literally like he's right, like he's just just absolutely talking about some shit, and at the same time he's also talking you through an entire pack of cigarettes about where you should be in that pack. So that's a pretty fucking good track. And then he's got and then there's another one called Walk With Me. Oh fuck, man, like there are so many. And then he's got a track on Mood Music 2. It's called Three Sides to a Story. It is a fucking incredible story. Well, it's a dark story, to be honest. But yeah, it's incredible the way that he tells the three different sides to that story. But yeah, musically Joe Budden. Right, so DMX, Joe Budden. Like I want to say Wu-Tang in it, but I'm trying but basically fucking them would basically just take up the top five.
Yeah, as a group. You can consider the group as one.
All right, so we'll do that. Nas and Common.
Common. I haven't heard him in a while.
Oh mate, he's fucking on it. Absolutely. Well, he hasn't really done much music lately, has he? He's been busy with his acting, but yeah.
If I can switch up my five, I would actually replace that fifth spot with JID. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, JID's dope.
We can do that.
Yeah, switch it out. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll just fucking find a way to edit.
Yeah, you got like a dry erase board behind you.
I'll make sure to write it down later and post it as a status. Be like, yo, this is what he said.
Write it in a green expo marker, please.
I'll see what I can do. But yeah. So all right, so they're the main genres that have sort of inspired you. But are there any other genre, like apart from hip hop? Are you like and you've listened to others? Do you feel there are others that have kind of influenced the sort of?
Yeah, no, for sure. I could show you songs because I don't know the genre. Like I know it's not hip hop or R&B. Like, watch, I'm gonna go. I can give you like 3 specifically, okay? That are like, right. I don't know the name of the genre. You ever heard that song, "Let Her Go" by Passenger?
Yeah.
That's like that. I don't know.
Sort of like folky singer-songwriter sort of stuff.
Okay, yeah, I don't know the genre, but that's a song that I listen to a lot.
Yeah, he's
like for a long time. Lucas Graham, not just one song, but specifically 7 years. You know, I don't know if you know who that is, Lucas Graham.
I'm not. I can't say I know it. I might have heard the song, maybe, but I can't say I know.
Just listen. You never heard this beat? Once I was 7 years
Oh
old.
yeah,
You
yeah,
never heard
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that guy. You know, a
yeah.
bunch of
Him.
yeah, Riptide, Vance Joy. You ever heard that song?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Well, I know some people, a lot of people would know those songs, but it's songs like that. I have a bunch of them. I keep going, but I just don't know the name of the genre. I don't know. I guess I'm not that musically inclined.
Oh man, if you to me, I haven't really got. I don't think you really have to be that musically inclined. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of know it's not hip hop. And that's
Yeah, I just
that's
don't know the
that's all
name
I
of the
want to call it.
specific
But
genre.
if there's other things you fuck with outside of it, that's all good.
Yeah, no, for
But
sure.
but the way things are going, like you don't sometimes you don't even know with genres these
Yeah.
days. You know what I mean? Everything's just becoming one now that everyone's becoming more creative and doing things at home and trying to push the boundaries of what we're trying to do. You know,
Yep.
like I
Everybody's
mean,
trying to do it too.
yeah, exactly. Like fucking like rap rock
It's got to
or
be
fucking
the one.
yeah, rap dubstep and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So everyone's definitely out there trying to do it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. So
For sure.
hmm? Oh, for sure. I thought you said something else in. So how long? I was like, what? Yeah. So how long have you been making music?
Making music. Maybe I don't know the year number, but probably since like high school, maybe like freshman, sophomore year. I started writing music, not like actually like producing and editing vocals and all that jazz. Just strictly like I'd go home and turn on a YouTube beat on my TV and
Yeah.
play it loud as hell and just write to it. And I'd do that like every day after school. And then eventually after high school, I moved away from the city that I lived in, like probably like 45 minutes away. And then which is I live with my grandpa.
Mm.
And so now that I live here, once I moved here, I bought like a $80 mic and just started making music. Here is when I really started. Like I got like a cheap program. It wasn't even like a real program. Like it was like a trial. So like I couldn't even make like songs past like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I had to pay for the whole trial or for the full version. So I'd be making just like 2 minute songs for a while, posted them on SoundCloud, and then I was like, damn, I'm all right at this. And just kept upgrading.
Nice.
Now I got like Logic Pro is my program with like $1,500 worth of add-ons to it, and I just got a new mic. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You produce as well, do you then?
Yeah, yeah. I don't really make beats. I don't really make beats like that. I outsource for my beats, but nah, when it comes to like vocals, yeah, I edit all of that.
Oh, very
I don't
nice.
like unless it's somebody I trust. I don't let nobody touch my vocals.
Well, I didn't. Well, I kind of. I knew you. I knew you did your. I knew you did your vocals in the recording, but yeah, I wasn't sure if you produce if you produced or not. So
Yeah, no, I do. I go in pretty deep to all that. Just vocals and ad libs, backgrounds, strictly voice stuff. I don't know none about beats. I have a friend that's trying to like show me because he makes them, but I edit
mate,
his vocals, so I'm like, shut the
I'll
fuck
tell
up.
you what. Yeah, with with production could be as simple and complex as you want it to be. Like, I mean, fucking like when I started. Well, to be honest, I'm still fucking terrible, but like still fucking terrible now. You know what I mean? But like,
You're lying.
trust me,
You're
like,
lying.
trust me. Like when, but like sometimes people ask, how can I get into production and stuff like that. Like, I mean, you could literally start from the free samples that Logic give you. Like they give you those loops, or fucking like one company I use, Cymatics. Like they do a lot of free stuff.
It's called. It's like beat stuff though.
Yeah, yeah, like
Oh, okay.
you know,
Do you have like a beat pad, or what do you use? Just like the keyboard, or how do you make beats?
again, that can be however you want it. I mean, if you
No,
if
no,
you
no. I'm
go
saying like you personally.
to be either well, I've got a keyboard and I got a drum pad. So
Is that like the big square one that just has all the buttons
what
on
you
it?
no like what like the Akai's? I haven't got an Akai. I'll show you.
Hold up, because I have one, but I haven't used it.
I got the Machine Micro, like the Native
See,
Instruments.
that one looks dope.
Yeah, Machine Micro 2 by Native Instruments. And yeah, I use it, but I don't use it enough to really warrant it though. That's the thing. But it is
Look,
pretty
mine's all dusty, but this is the one I used to use when I was trying to make them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got the little drum pad on there as well. Look, that's bargain, mate. And I got a keyboard as
Yeah.
well, but it's chunky as fuck. I'm not gonna lift that up. Right.
Yeah, I want like a real one, like where it feels like you're actually playing like a piano. This one's was like
Oh yeah, but you're on about
$150.
like the sensitivities. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you can but you can. I mean, depending on how much time.
I know
you
there's like
spend
a
with it.
setting to where like the harder you press the button, the louder, shit like that.
Yeah,
I wanna
like,
feel it,
so you can, in order to kind of do that. I mean, you know, you could just go bong 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 with the keys, and then you could open up a little menu in the piano roll at the bottom, and just change around the velocities. So when you you'll literally go like bong bong, and they could come out at like, I think the top range is like 127, and then you could then just calm them down to like 90s, 70s, 50s, just to kind of get that difference in the velocity, and then that again that'll then come to the ear.
See,
So
I don't know nothing about all that. I don't know
well,
none
see,
about
so
none of that.
that's going into all that. But if you literally wanted to make like a beat or something, like to be honest, the easy way to start, like for me, was samples. Love a good sample pack, man. Love a good sample pack. So if you want and also like the trippy red beat, Rage, like that
I
track
don't
in
know
it.
that song.
Mate, you'll know it when you hear it. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he made that with just a sample through some 808 on it. And absolutely blew
Oh,
it.
really?
There's
What the
tons
heck?
of them, and like I like them because you can take the sample, but they also give you loops, like the loop stems. So they give you the stems and they give you the MIDI as well. So
Yeah.
you can, once you've got the stems, you're then open to do whatever you want. Whether you want to leave it like it is and rap over the top, or change it up. But that also then teaches you like structure and and stuff like that. So you might get this sample and find different places to put it, and then you're teaching yourself how to structure a song. Like intro,
Yeah.
verse, chorus, verse, fucking like so on. So it could be as simple as literally just dragging a loop in, or or as complex as you want it. You you might go and get a sub.
Like start from scratch.
Yeah, like start from scratch, get a melody going. Then you might want to think about counter melody. Then you might want to think about bass, and you want to think about sub, and and that's.
You got beats? You got beats?
Have I got beats?
Yeah.
I got a couple things. Yeah.
Can you play them?
Not at this present moment. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I'll show you something after. Yeah. But
I was about to say, I'm trying to hear him.
It's about you. You know what I mean? But
oh, okay. No, I was just trying to hear something.
no, I'll try and show you something afterwards.
All right.
But yeah,
for sure.
like if you wanted to get into it, like you say, like you could literally just do samples, or just just fuck about with with a keyboard, pick a scale, and then literally just work within that scale. Like you can do it in Logic as well. Like just pick the scale in the piano roll, and it will just do it. So it's nice.
Gotta
nice
try
easy
that.
way. yeah, and then it's just up to you about whether or what you like and how you want to do things. So again, it could be as simple and as complex as you want, but but
Yeah.
that's even if you want to try that. You know what I mean? Like
No,
you
I definitely do.
may not even want to do it. So yeah, but that's how I'd go about it.
No, I definitely need to get into it.
Yeah. So yeah, mate, that's an easy way. But yeah, I'll show you something after, and yeah, we'll show you something
Mm, for
after.
sure. Sounds
Oh,
good.
for sure. Sweet. All right, so we spoke about your influences. So what is your latest project? Project. Huh, I had
Oh,
to.
I'm joking. I mean, I don't even know if I'd call it an album. Honestly, it's just like I guess it is an album, but it's something I'm releasing in like pieces. I don't want to release it all at once. And yeah, it's called On Another Note. And yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Okay, so then what inspired you to create On Another Note?
Uh, I just got it out of a maybe like a like 3 months, 4 months ago. And at first I started at first I couldn't even write nothing. Like I was just everybody's been through it. I was just beat down, so I couldn't even write nothing. And maybe it took maybe like a month or two, and I started writing things. But the things that were writing were just like, and I was okay with it at the time. I started writing things like songs about how like I was just like a piece of shit, kind of, and like how shit's my fault, and blah blah blah. I don't know if everybody goes through it, but I feel like everybody's been through that. And then a month passed, maybe a month and a half, and I started writing songs that were like yeah, I guess like I did things, but it wasn't just me. Like I can, like
Yeah.
I'm a good person, and like I can do good and shit like that. So like the way it came about was just like I'm a I'm a piece of shit is how the whole fucking shit starts. It gets to the midpoint. Well, like on another note, I'm not a piece of shit. Fuck all that, and that's kind of how it all came to be. And I didn't even plan it that way. When I started, the whole thing was just gonna be fucking like I'm a piece of shit.
Self-deprecating. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got to like a point where I wrote like fucking 4 or 5 songs like that, and I was like, all right, this is getting stupid. Like I'm just gonna write something else now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't like the way it was making me feel.
Like, do you want to
Yeah.
release like a five track self-deprecating EP, or do you want to show some progress in an album?
Yeah, nah. It's just weird. It's a weird process that I'm doing with it. I'll probably do like 2, 3 at a time. I released 2 already, and it's only on SoundCloud. I haven't released it on Spotify or none of that, Apple Music.
What's the
I don't even. I don't know, man. I don't even know the plan. There's really no plan for it. I'm still trying to just put it all together. I put out 2 just because I said I was gonna put it out like a long time ago. So I put out just 2 is my thought process, just so people, whoever wanted to hear it can, hear the beginning of it. And then, I'm very near finished, so I'm not stressing it too much.
Oh, so you're
it'll all be out.
You're still working on it.
Yeah, but I think I told you in my chat in like a messenger or something like that it was gonna be like 20 songs, or maybe like in a live chat that
I think it was alive. You were saying something about like because you sent in 3 tracks. I think it was the first 3 tracks, and you were like, yeah, I'm gonna do 3, and
like
then another 3, and
like
then
20. I said, right? Like total. I said like 18 to 20.
Crazy amount, yeah.
No, I know, yeah, and then the only reason I haven't finished is because now it's probably at like fucking 27. It's just gone up. So yeah, just because I had there was a long period when my mic was broken. And it wasn't broken, but it was very hard to work with. Like my ex that I was with picked it up and just smashed it on the floor one day, and I picked it up. I was like, It's my music shit. What the fuck? And then I picked it up, tried to put it together, and it still worked, but it had like a slight like buzzing in the background now, and I was like, fuck, like this sucks. So I had to get a new mic. I wasn't really motivated to make music, and I didn't have the money to just go and get a new mic like that at the time.
Yeah.
But now motherfucker single, and I do got the money. What's up?
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Just keep the money, man. Just keep the money.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, money went towards this, some fucking Logic Pro upgrades. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Oh man,
all good now.
It's good. So, so what do you have like a plan for when you kind of want to be finished and sort of start pushing?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there. Maybe like I'll probably be done in what day is it of this month? July 20th. I'll probably be in by the end of August. I'll be through with recording, and then in probably the month of August, I'll be figuring out how I'm gonna release it, and then I can give you a better answer. Right now, I don't even know, but probably by the end of August, maybe sooner.
So possibly like October, November, possibly like release. Well, not the whole thing, because you said you weren't gonna do.
Yeah, but
album.
like starting on like but that's on everything. That'll be on Apple Music and Spotify and all that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So when you what was your like? Cause you said like you started off sort of like heavily like self-loathing, sort of deprecating, and then you kind of turned that, but on another note. So how did you then kind of come across like the songwriting for it? Because it's a sort of thing to kind of go from self-deprecating and then trying to talk about being on another note, because it's very like it's very therapeutic, like should we say therapeutic? You're almost like journaling, that how do I say it?
Just like just what I was feeling at the time, just how I felt about myself in the situation, and then it got to a point where I go ahead.
Yeah. So what made like so like we journal these things, make our therapy about these things, but what made you want to sit and write it as music, I think is what I'm trying to say basically.
It's just what I've been doing. I don't really know what else I could do. Like I could probably go outside and just fucking run, but that's not fun to me. I'd be hot as fuck. It wouldn't. I mean, yeah, it'd benefit my health, but I've always done music for everything, whether I'm upset or happy. I've always done music. Just how I'm feeling at the moment is really what comes out in the song, and it's just what I do, man. Like I don't know. That's not like a cocky thing.
No, mate. Everyone has their ways. I mean, people like some people may go through something.
Like a basketball player, motherfucker gets mad one day, his girlfriend go dump him, that fool's gonna go hoop up just to get his mind off of it,
Yeah.
Shit like that. Everybody got their thing.
Yeah, exactly. Some people go to therapy, some people put it in music, and some people put it out to the world, and then they may use it as therapy. But yeah,
some people do drugs.
Hey, what music's addictive, but
yeah.
Well, at least I hope it is. Shit.
It doesn't help, but they do it.
Yeah. Hey, mate, everyone's got a vice. No matter what anyone says,
for sure.
Everyone's got something they dabble in. Trust me, everyone's got something. But yeah, so when you started it, like when you originally start, did you have the vision for where you wanted to go?
No, absolutely not. I thought the whole album was gonna be just me shitting on myself, pretty much. I thought that was gonna be just fucking 20 songs of me just saying I'm a piece of shit in different ways. But then, like I said, by like 6 or 7, I was just like, this is this is stupid. Like I don't like the way that I'm talking about. Like I was already talking about myself like that. Now I'm doing it and telling fucking everybody about it. And then it gets to a point even where I'm writing about like I don't even like the way I'm talking about myself. You know, it's my own journey. I don't know how other people feel about it, but it's my own. Like I can listen back to it and be like, damn, like I remember where I was at when I wrote this song. I remember what I was feeling when I wrote that song. It's just like it's for me at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, I don't know. You may not have thought about it, but is there so from going from those first 5 songs and whatever, and then and then doing that turning point, did that did that then also change anything in the sort of like beat selection? So you from the first
Yeah.
5, you may have sort of had like those darker, down and depressive ones, and did it spark any sort of no? Okay, now I've got to shift and go down this sort of avenue with beats.
Yeah. No, for sure. Because when I'm like upset, I want something that like shows that like I'm not happy right now. I want something like just without me even saying a word over the beat, you can just hear the beat and already know the direction of the song type of thing. So yeah, no, for sure. And then when it switches over, like so maybe like the first few songs, you can tell like they got the rhythm to it, like the beat, but they kind of maybe sound a little down, a little sadder, I guess, blue. And then you get to the other ones and they get a little same type of beat, but the you know musically part of it is hyper, more energetic. You can tell that it's a different energy
Oh, nice,
for sure.
nice. All right, so this might be a bit of a tough one for you, because I know it's quite like it's quite a journey that you've been on by the sounds of it. So, but do you do you have like a a favorite one that you can actually scrap the last of that, but do you have a favorite one on that album, or that you've worked on?
um yeah, well actually no, I probably have like two.
Mm.
There's two that I got that are up there for me. um but I think one of them has already been heard, and then the other one is still. Nah, yeah, I can say I got a favorite. Yeah, I got a favorite, but I don't think anybody's heard it. So that's good. I think the other one I kind of have posted is like a me rapping it type of thing.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
It's called
Nice.
Disappointment. I'm just gonna throw it out there. That's the name of the song.
What was
It's
all
on
I
the
got?
first half too. It's pretty crazy.
All I got was the disappointment bit. What was it?
Yeah, that's how it's called. I said it's called Disappointment. It's gonna
Oh,
be on. It's on the first half of a. It's on the first half of the album.
wow.
One of my
Cool.
favorite, I guess. It's hard to pick, man, especially when I make them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's always hard. I'll say it's always hard for people to pick. What's their favorite song they've made, because obviously
You
like obviously all their songs would be a favorite in some sort of way. Otherwise, they wouldn't really have released it, would they? Like if you don't like the track,
I think
don't
you've heard
release it.
it before, man.
Why?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I may have sent it to you in a live when you were in a live stream. I don't know. I might have not. But now I have it finished, fully edited with another person's verse on it that nobody's ever heard except me and him. So that's what I mean by nobody's ever heard it. I might have sent you an early version of it.
Possibly, possibly.
So it'll. I think you'll like it.
Oh, right. I'm looking.
That's why I've been trying to catch you live, man. I've been trying to send you songs.
Hey, no, you can just set you can just send them in it. Like if you want, you can just send them like, and
But I
then
want to see your face reaction. That's why I go to your. That's why I go to your videos,
see me
bro. Like
sit
I
there and go,
swear. Just want you to just sit there and be like, when I say a bar, you're like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I swear, like I want to see if the person catches it, you know? Not just you. I do it to people in real life. I make them sit there and listen to my shit. I'm like, don't fucking move until the song's over.
the fucking mouth. Oh man. Well, it's all good. If you can come through it for the thing. But yeah, if you wanna send something, you're more than welcome just to send it. But
I'm
well,
telling you, I'm gonna send you like fucking 5,000 stars one day, bro. You're gonna
oh,
be live streaming and just get 5,000. My comments just gonna be posted there for eternity.
mate. To be honest, I'll have to. I'll tell you about the stars thing. Remind me, and I'll tell you about it. But bastard stars. I'll tell you, bastard stars. But yeah. Anyway, right. Back to this.
Yep.
Oh, so so swaying away from the album stuff, but have you got any like I was gonna actually well apart from upcoming project, but have you got any like performances or anything that you may have coming up that you want to share?
Nothing solidified, nothing for sure. I use the excuse that I want to get my writing down and my production down first. That's the excuse I use to not perform. I always say I need to have the right songs when I go on stage. Yeah, but it's never gonna come. I'm always gonna think that. So I know I just need to. I do have like contacts I can reach out to, and I know they'll have some spots open, but I just don't. Also, I think I smoke a lot, so I also need to get my cardio up top, man, because I ain't trying to be running out of breath on stage. No,
yeah.
actually, a funny story about that is I actually did perform at, it's called the Arizona Hip Hop Festival. I performed there, and before I performed, maybe like 3 months prior, I got a Planet Fitness is. I don't know if y'all got Planet Fitness in England.
Well,
yeah.
I think we have a couple, yeah. But I know what Planet Fitness is.
Yeah. It's a gym, yeah. So I got a subscription to Planet Fitness, and for like 3 months, I would just go in and run on the treadmill for like an hour, just so I felt like I was ready for the show. And I'm trying to do it again. Like last night, I went to play basketball at like 8 p.m. and we didn't finish till like midnight. Man, my legs are dead right now. I'm gonzo.
Fucking dead. I don't know about my legs.
I was dead before. I couldn't even breathe, man. I was trying to breathe, and they were trying to pass me the ball, and I was like, "Don't do it. I can't breathe."
I wheeze just getting out of bed. Yeah.
I thought I had asthma. I was really concerned that I like developed asthma within the last time I played basketball, because I was like, "Motherfucker, give me your inhaler." Yeah, I know. Skirted off track for a second.
It's all good, mate. It's all good. So that's like upcoming ones. But what would you say was your most memorable? I'm gonna say that again. What was your most memorable performance?
I think originally I said my first show. But honestly, I think it was when I performed at the hip hop festival, because I was only supposed to perform on one stage, and I went onto that one stage and I did the show. And then when I got off, my brother, like, I was like, so I got off, there's a video of me walking off stage, and you can kind of see like the situation happening. Like I was walking off, I got off, and everybody was like, "Good job," this and that, high five, dapping people up. And then I get to this group of people I know, and I'm like talking to them, and they're also rappers, and they're like, "How'd it feel, man?" Because they never performed at the time. They were like, "How did it feel?" And I started telling them like it was cool, it was crazy feeling, blah blah blah. And then my brother like walks up and yanks me out and was like, "Let's go, he's got to perform at this other stage." And I was like, confused as fuck. I was like, "What are you talking about? I was only supposed to perform on this one." And I guess he fucking like bribed the DJ at the other stage to get me on another stage, and then I ended up performing on another stage. And then after that happened, I even went on the radio after that, and I didn't even go on the radio. They were talking about me on the radio, saying like, "Oh, Project brought a whole crowd to that second stage," and blah blah blah. Nah, but after that second stage, we all went. We ate chicken and waffles, like a chicken and waffle restaurant, and then we went back to the festival to just go watch, because there was supposed to be like his name's Futuristic. He's like a local Arizona hip hop artist. It's pretty big. I like him, but he was gonna perform, so we were all staying for him. And my brother bribed the DJ to his stage too before he went on, and I had a chance to go on his stage to perform, and I was like, "Fuck no, I'm full off fucking chicken and waffles. I'm gonna fucking fart on stage or some crazy shit." So I didn't end up going on, but I could have. He he bribed the DJ and somehow got it to go. So that was my most memorable because I went on one stage. I was supposed to go on one stage and I ended up going on two, and then I could have gone on three, but I pussied out.
To be honest, man, I don't blame you. You know what I mean? Like you got on the second one. I think if you probably knew you were gonna go on a, like if your brother was gonna try it and you get on
Yeah,
a third,
yeah, I would have
then you know
definitely
you
not
probably
ate.
wouldn't have eaten as much. But
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah,
yeah, so yeah,
no, definitely.
I don't blame you for that.
I
I'd have been the same. Like, yo, mate, you got
don't know
like
if you ever eat chicken and waffles, but that shit is filling, bro.
it sounds filling. It sounds filling. Like, god damn, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, not
Um,
if I wouldn't have either if I knew I was supposed to go on that stage afterwards.
Oh no, what I mean is like yeah, exactly. I wouldn't like if I knew, I wouldn't. Well, if I knew
Yeah,
beforehand, I wouldn't have eaten it. If I like you say, you find out after you've eaten all the food, and it's like,
I was like,
yeah,
fuck
yeah, now I
no.
gotta get on stage.
He was all mad at me too. He was like, "What? You don't want to do this? Aren't you a rapper?" He was all trying to motivate me. I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm just fucking fool.
It's
Chill."
probably because you just lost money. That's why.
No, I don't think he gave it to him. I think he told the DJ like, "Hey, I'll give you like $150 if he can go on." He's like, "All right, I'll be," and then he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." My brother's like, "All right, I'll be right back." He went to go tell me like, "Hey, I can get you on this stage. You want to do it?" Type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think he lost money. And if he did, he didn't tell me about it.
Wow. Well, that's all right then. That's all right then.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. So off of that, like, what do you do to stay motivated and inspired as a creative and as an artist?
What do I do to stay motivated? Um, I don't really know, man. I guess something I do really. I guess I do know. I guess I would I uh I like to just search beats
Mm.
and once and every like maybe like once a day I'll just put on a beat and freestyle over it just to know that I still have it, you know. Things like
Yeah,
that.
like muscle
Sometimes
memory
like I'll
type
be
thing.
feeling down on myself. Yeah. Like some days I'll get down on myself like everybody does, and I'll just think like, damn, why am I doing this? Blah blah blah. There's a lot of people out there, and then I'll listen to some people's music, and I'm like, I could do better than that. Like not in like a cocky way, just but like I just so I can feel better, like to hype me up, and then I'll throw on a beat, and then I'll just freestyle, and then like okay, like I can do this without writing. Imagine what I can do like when I write it down. So that's one way. There's probably other ways. I've never really thought about. That's a good question because I've never really thought about that. Like I guess my son does for sure keep me motivated, just in general.
Yeah,
Through that's outside of music, you know.
yeah. Well,
Um,
it doesn't necessarily have to be like in music. You know, it's just what.
well, definitely my son.
Yeah, yeah. Because you can like because even I mean, all right, I probably read it basically as a because I did put that as a creative musician, but it can be anything like
Yeah.
whatever keeps you motivated, whatever inspires you.
What gets you up in the morning, you know?
Yeah, what's your why is the question
Yep.
they throw around a lot, isn't it?
Yep.
What's your reason for being? You know? So yeah, so if that's the that's the motivation, but then so then would you say for the inspire like what keeps you inspired is like as you said listening to other people's songs and kind of thinking I can probably do better than that, and then not I wouldn't as you say cockily because
No,
we all
for
try and do
sure.
it like
For
this
sure.
like hip hop was basically built around competition. So there's always going to be there's always going to be a
Yeah.
competition, whether you want to take that competition to the extreme or whether you want to have that competition as kind of
There's
almost like
always healthy competition.
if you think about like collaborations, there's competition there. Like you'll write a verse and then you'll send it to the person you're collaborating with, and like if
Yeah,
they've
they'll
done
hear
theirs,
it and then they'll want to make something better.
yeah, yeah.
Add it
So
onto it. Yeah. I do that all the time.
yeah,
I understand it. Yeah, that's facts. And
yeah.
it's not personal. It's just like you said, like it's a competitive place to be.
Oh yeah. So would you say like the way that the way that you go and listen to other people's beats, is kind of you doing that, and also kind of seeing what's about and being inspired by what's about and possibly doing better.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like to listen to other people's, not even just beats, just their songs, and then I'll listen to how they rap it and the way they do a flow, and I'll be like, I can do a better flow with the same beat, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can get a feature on that and make it 10 times better, type of thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. You got it kind of spot on. Hit it on the nail. I'm pretty much just rephrasing what you just said.
That's good. It's so good. I don't know. That's cool, man. That's cool. So, like, do you do those? Do you ever do like those? Like like those like remix reels and stuff. Where people like post a beat and then they'll be like, oh, remix this.
Yeah, I think I have a few posted on Instagram and Facebook and all that. Yeah, I definitely have done those. Those are cool. Those are definitely
Nice.
a way to get your name out there.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I'll see it. I've seen a few pretty good ones on there. To be honest, seen a few pretty good ones. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. I know. Do you? Just a bit of an off night for it. But do you follow Kato on the track?
it sounds really familiar. I probably
You
not follow
probably
them, but I
you probably
probably
do.
listen to their beats.
He what was it? Was it Matt? Was it Mount Westmore or something? He did the
What is it?
he did the beat for the Ice Cube E40 Too Short and Snoop Dogg track. It's Mount something in it.
What's the guy's name?
Kato
The
on the
the
track.
Kato on the track.
Yeah, you probably do. You probably do follow him, but yeah, look like
On what?
on Inst.
Like Instagram?
I think he's on TikTok as well. But yeah, I see him mostly on Instagram.
Hmm.
Yeah. Check him out. He does. He normally does put up quite a lot of those remix meals, and they get pretty good. So it might be worth something looking into. Might be worth it. Lost my fucking spot now. Ah, there we go. Right. So from motivation and inspiration, how do you balance your creative life, with your sort of professional work life, shall we say? So from making music to working the 9 to 5, how do you sort of balance that, or
Hmm.
how do you find trying to find balance between those two worlds?
It's hard actually. Just because I work in fucking crazy heat, and then I'm also a mechanic. It's just by the end of the day, I'm pretty exhausted, but you know, I'll take like a shot of alcohol or two and get hyped up, and then
Yeah,
fucking, I'll be all right.
nice.
But that's a it's an unhealthy balance, but it's what I do, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, it's like they say in it, if you can get to like at least an hour, like an hour a day to do something you want to do, or even 30
Oh
minutes,
yeah, no, I do more than an hour.
yeah.
I do like 4 or 5.
Yeah, well then I'd say that's still an all right, like that's an all right time.
Yeah,
All right, we can't all spend all day doing what we think, but
yeah, no, for sure.
4 or 5 hours, I'd say that's a
If
pretty
I'm,
healthy amount. Like,
yeah,
yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds
I
nice.
always feel like enough is not enough though.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
be
understand
like,
that.
fuck, I don't want to hop off. I work at 10 in the morning and I'm still trying to edit something at 3 a.m.
Mate,
Still got to get my sleep.
I'm long in bed then. Long in bed. I'm like, because I
What
know
time
like
is it where you are?
now
Yeah.
it's just coming up to 10 past 10 in the evening or at night. But
Oh, see, it's 2 p.m., 2:08
yeah,
p.m. right now where I'm at.
yep, yep. So
Early bird for me.
yeah, you're all right. You've just had lunch. Fucking, I'm thinking, shit, I got to be in bed like in an hour. You know what I mean? But yeah. But happy days, mate. Happy days. Yeah, as you say, it's what we got to do. But yeah, if I'm up after about at 12, I'm like, nah, I'm going to bed. Like, what's the point? I mean,
Yeah.
because otherwise you're just tired, and then like you're tired, and everything's just kind of going all groggy. So like I don't really see the point. I don't see the point in it personally, but
Yeah.
because like especially if you're making a beat, or you're maybe mixing or some, or you might be doing your vocals, like if you're up past a certain point, yeah, you might be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm up when everyone else is in bed, but are you really? Are you just saying that for a thing? Because you could
Yeah,
be
but
listening to
if
your
you're like doing a beat or vocals and you hit that right note that you've been looking for, that shit wakes you back up.
yeah,
That shit
yeah,
wakes you back up.
yeah. If you stumble if
At
you
least
stumbled
me.
across something, but normally,
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, that's, and then it brings on a new idea. Yeah, but I definitely get what you're saying. If you're just at like a stop and you keep going, and you're just like, fuck, like it won't come out good. It'll just be rushed. You're
yeah.
tired. Yeah, I
And
get
then
you.
and then, I don't know. And I also just see like midnighters, like just go to bed. You know what I mean? Because you got to be up in a few hours anyway. So just go
Yeah,
to bed. never like
for sure.
never really seen never really been a night. Well, I do occasionally be a night person, but when it comes to something like this, I don't
You
do
don't
it.
ever go to like clubs or anything like that?
Oh man, no,
No.
that stuff ain't for me, man. That stuff ain't for me. But like,
Oh,
I think,
okay.
yeah, it's not me. Like I'd like midnight, go to bed, and then just get up and like go and have some sleep, and then get up, do whatever you've got to do, and then you got the whole day to just kind of follow it. If
Yeah,
you wanna
I
go
get
and
what you're
do
saying.
whatever you want to do, like, and then everything's you want to go out, do something, like things are open, like there's nothing about it, like, so.
Or you can be sleep deprived and do the same thing. I'm just kidding. That's unhealthy. That's what
Yeah,
I do.
don't listen to him. Like, that's horrible, man. That's horrible. But yeah, so so. What would you say has been your greatest challenge as a musician?
um, Honestly, probably. Sheesh. Just hit my mic with my hat.
It's fine.
um, I don't know, man. That's a good question. My greatest challenge probably trying to balance my child with everything is a big one for sure. Um, yeah, honestly, that's been my biggest thing. Actually, my biggest challenge has also been with females, man. Like trying to do music, but also having a partner at the same time is kind of rough for me anyway. You know, everybody I've been with doing music, when I was doing music, like I'd be doing music and then I'd get shit for it just because like I'm not spending time with them. But like it's a boundary I need to place for myself when I start a relationship. Like, hey, I hope you know there's nothing personal, but I need to make time for this shit. And it's not against you. You can be there when I do it, but I'm not gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's probably been like a huge challenge for me for sure.
No,
Plus, when
I'd
I'm
say
with
I
somebody, it's like I'm not motivated to do music either.
yeah. So I'd say that's a big one for a lot of people. I mean, it may not necessarily get spoken about, but I know a few people that have had the same sort of situation. So yeah, I'd say that's a big one. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
when I started, like I told like sort of just told the girlfriend, like, look, I wanna try and get into this. There might be times where I might have to, go, like, someone may have to come here, or I may have to go somewhere. Um,
yeah,
but look, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're working on. Blah blah blah. And like she was cool with it. But I also know people that have have wanted to produce for other people, but the the other half isn't so keen on it. So then they may lose work at the same time. But that's not. But then that also goes the other way as well. Like, there may be
yeah,
like female artists that want to go and work with like male producers, and then their boyfriends maybe like, "Oh, you know,
Well, you're
work
gonna
with
go be
me."
hanging out with this guy all night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like that sort of thing.
yeah,
So
no, I get that.
I think like a lot of people do kind of get that. Um,
Yeah,
you know, so yeah, like I don't know, they do get it, but I don't
it's
think a lot.
it's a
I don't think
toughie.
we hear about it a lot, or we don't.
Yeah.
We just don't hear about it.
But I think you do. But like when you do hear about it, it's always in like a positive term in a song. Like, oh, I got me and my girl here, help doing this. But you never hear about like I'm with my girlfriend and she's making my rap life hard. Fucking, you know, you never hear that shit in a song.
Yeah, yeah.
I could be the first. We could be the first.
Hey, you never know, mate. You never know. This,
Yeah.
I'm surprised if there's not a rap song that someone said about it, but
Yeah, I was about to say probably somebody's probably said it.
yeah. But if you put your own flair on it, it's still yours to make unique. Like
Yeah, never
speak
heard a
about.
hit song with that.
Hey, it's relatable as well. You know what I mean? It's relatable as well. Be like, I don't know, you
Yeah,
could,
especially nowadays.
but yeah, but you could put, you could like, especially might be going a bit deep, but like with the way that, shall we say, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. With the way that accusations are thrown around, you know what I mean? Like, I think that makes it,
Like what?
you know,
What do you mean?
with the way that people can say things, and we don't necessarily need proof in order
Oh,
to go
yeah,
along with said thing. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, 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 yeah.
whether you're male or female, and you go and work with someone, male or female or thing, then you know then it could, like, someone, you could, I don't know, you could possibly say something and it'd be like, oh shit, or whatever, and it would blow something out of the thing. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
yeah. It's shit's weird now, man. People are gullible.
Yeah.
People like to, listen to anything on the internet. As long as a celebrity said it, that shit is facts.
Yeah. So I think I think things like that as well make it a lot of make it quite hard to do things, and then also just dirty people. Like, and what I mean by dirty people is people trying to, shall we say, receive receive other benefits other than music. And I think people like that also make it very hard for others to work with the opposite sex
Yeah,
in these situations as well, because some people might be out here just looking to do music, but then there are others to be like, oh god damn, like looking quite
this
nice.
girl's bad.
I'm gonna use this, and it's just like, yo, like dirty motherfuckers like that. Just like, I think really put, like, really put that fucking tenseness on what could possibly bring to light a
Yeah,
good song, good relationship, whatever. But then people are like, I don't know if I wanna, I don't know if I wanna go. I don't like the thing. So yeah, man.
yeah, for sure.
There's some horrible things out there. Some horrible things.
Yes.
Um. All right. So with that being your greatest challenge, what do you hope to achieve with your music in the future? Like, what's your plan for the future? Is project basically?
Honestly, just have a stable income off of just music. Can quit my day job and maybe stay home with my son more. Just a healthy income. I don't need to be famous or none. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
a good amount of money that I can live off of. Nothing crazy either. I don't gotta be like a millionaire.
And, that's the thing, isn't it? Like, I think a lot of times, when we sort of say it, we expect big fit. Like, I think we just kind of expect people to say big things, like, I fucking, yeah,
Yeah,
want to be around the world and blah blah blah. But no, I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. Like, I'd love to just be able to wake up when I want in the
live
morning.
comfortably.
Yeah, wake up in the morning when I want. Know I'm good, and just do what I want. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't gotta rush to work or shit like that. You can just stay home and
Yeah.
look at the stock market and then fucking fuck with beats.
Exactly, exactly. And then write about the crash in a song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then write about the crash in the song. Um. So, so with that bit, like, what you hope to achieve, um, is there like when you with your making music, is like what impact would you like your music to have on the world? Like, if all right, put it this way, if say for example you die tomorrow, touch wood you don't, but example you die tomorrow, and someone said like how do you want to be fuck's sake, be remembered musically?
I just I want my music just to document what I was doing at each moment when I made it. That's it. I just wanted it to be truthful. So like you can go to any point of music that I was making, listen to it, and just listen to what was going on at that point in my life. That's it. That's the only thing I want. It's like a documentary of just me writing about shit that's going on in my own life. Like it's like a
Yeah,
fucking Fox News of music, just just specifically for me though.
yeah, yeah. So
That's it.
kind of
That's
like
really it.
every album's kind of like like a chronological timeline.
Even aside from album singles too, every
Yeah.
single that I put out, like it's sometimes I feel like especially singles. Sometimes like there's times when like I'm in the middle of making an album, and then I go outside of that and then start making like I just hear a random beat and like damn and then I make a song over it and I'm like fuck I gotta put this out now, and
Mm.
it turns into a single. Something that should have been on an album. I have a song called Ether that's like out everywhere that was supposed to be on the album, but I was like fuck no, I gotta put this out ASAP.
Nice, nice. All right, so so then with that, how do you handle like criticism and negative feedback?
um I really try not to look at either
Mm.
in any type of way. And I mean like there's people that will just listen to people that they're close to, like just like say any rapper or artist, they're making music and all their friends are saying, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. In reality it's not
Yes,
good.
man.
All Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And then they put their music out and then they get the real life of it, and then they're so used to all this, oh, this is good, this is good, they're expecting that same thing when they put it out, and then reality hits, boom, you get all these comments like, what the fuck is this? This shit's trash as fuck. You shouldn't put this out. But like what real life? This is real life. People say fucking nasty things. You should have never go kill yourself, don't ever put out music again. Shit like that, Fucking
Yeah.
people say nasty shit and then they're so used to all this, yes, 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 this is good, this is good. Once even if it was only one comment that was like, this is trash, that's gonna fucking boom, that's gonna hit them like a meteor, bro. Like,
Mm.
because they're so used to yes, anything, and the same thing vice versa, and they both get flipped around back and forth until you just are neutral about it and just like I don't know how to take compliments, and if somebody's like, oh, your music sucks, I'm like, fuck you, don't listen to it then, like, but if
Yeah.
somebody compliments you like, yo, your music's good, I'm like, oh, thanks.
Okay.
I've had like two where people like I was just on in public like at a gas station, or I went to the dispensary one time and the guy, I don't know if you got dispensaries in England, but
Yeah.
you know what a dispensary is?
Yeah. It's where you go and buy your weed, basically.
Yeah. So I went to a dispensary and there was a guy at the, like there's a guy, you go in and you hand them your ID so they know you're 21 and you can go in.
Yeah.
And because weed is legal here in Arizona, it's not a crime. So I handed the guy my ID and he was like, "What's up, Project?" And I was like, "Whoa, what?" He's like, "What's up, Project? How's it going?" And I was like, "Oh shit, this doesn't ever happen. What's up, man?"
Yeah.
So even then, he was like, "Your music's good." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then like I walked away, and I was like, "Damn, I like should have like shook his hand or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to take
Ate it.
fucking compliments. Yeah, yeah,
I'm
hell
famous.
yeah. I'm fucking famous, bitch.
Yeah, I want my celebrity discount, motherfucker.
Yeah. No,
Nah,
but I just either way you look at it, like if it was like that, like I would answer that the same way I would answer if someone would be like, "Hey, bro, your music's trash," and I'd be like, "All right, man, fuck it, don't listen to it then." Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't bother me, and a good one wouldn't make me feel good either. Like it does feel good, but like at the same time, you got to put that aside, you know, because I do anyway. I learned very hard young about this shit, so I try not to look at either because they both fuck you up. That's how
But
my opinion on it.
there must be some things you take away from it, because I mean, you know, like
No, I do. I definitely do. But I don't. It's never nothing like that boosts my ego or lowers it. You know, it's always something. Like if it actually was like something I was thinking, like there's been times when I put out a song, and then I'll show it to somebody that doesn't really give a fuck. Usually, like somebody that I don't know well. Like I'll send them a song and be like, "Hey, can I get your honest opinion on this?" Just like one or two people, and then I'll think of things that I'm like, "Oh, this is what I think of this song. I think this is wrong. I think this is too loud. This blah blah blah." And if they're telling me the same things, I'm just not biased. I just know I need to go back and work on it. The and it's sometimes like that. It's like that with random people, you know. Sometimes my friends tell me things like that. So the only things I take away are things that I need to change, like edit wise. I don't ever take like a pride or anything really emotional from it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
If that makes sense.
no, man. Definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, well, I'm still kind of learning like criticism and things, but you know, there are like the different levels of criticism. But
Man, you fucking suck. Lagagog is like that's just trash as fuck. You need to get a new idea. I'm just
tell me
like,
about
has anybody ever
it.
told you something like that?
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah, man. I'll tell you, like, I used to get a lot of stuff. Well, because the name's Lag of God, isn't it? So like, I got a lot of stuff for that, basically. Um, you know, because like with God in it, basically. I got a lot
Yeah.
of stuff about religion.
Yeah.
But
Really?
yeah, yeah. Like,
Wow.
I mean, you know, I was, like walk around with Lag of God on your top, and
No, yeah, I get the God thing, but I didn't like. I get the for the love of God. You know,
yeah, for
I
like
get the fucking.
get the pun
I
out.
didn't think people would get all religious about it. Like,
Oh
you
man,
know,
people
that's
like
wild.
yeah, people you know stop me. I've had a couple of people stop me and like because I had it when I was going to. I started this when I was going to uni, wasn't it? So I'd be going up to London to uni. People just stop me in the street, be like, "You can't have that," like you know.
Really?
Yeah, and they'll be like, "What is for the lag of God?" And I'll be
Wow.
like, you know, it's a music
It's
like
like it's like a
trying to
take
bring
on the love of God
yeah,
for
trying
the
to
love of God.
yeah,
I
you
get
know,
it.
a music platform trying to bring people together and whatever, and they're like, yeah, don't really like that. That doesn't necessarily fit with like with the gods thing. And I was like, well, what does fit with the god thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, surely that fits around it. You know, we're trying to bring people together. We're trying to create a community, and yeah, like people just didn't like it, man. People just really didn't like it. So yeah, I had a few people like that. Um, you know, and then but then like there are nicer ones I've had. You know, people be like, oh, you're like, because I don't really think of Lag of God as a review show. I really hate calling it a review show. Really hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I rarely ever call it a review show. You know, like literally the idea is just to bring people together. People listen to music, and if they like something or they like someone's style, then hopefully they'll reach out. You know, reach
Yeah,
out.
that guy Justin. I still need to try to make a song with that guy. That guy's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Exactly. So you know, you came into the live, heard his stuff, and was just like, "Who's this?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's me."
Mm.
And, you know, you reached out, and yeah. So that's that's what I want to do. You know, that's like bring people together. Hopefully, learn like see new genres, see new ideas, see different things. But yeah, I
Yeah.
never really called myself a review show. It's mainly it was I only started doing it to fill dead air, like because there was just a lot of air. So
It's a cool thing. I remember.
didn't want to sit there and just be like,
I don't even remember the first time I watched you, man. It's been so long. I feel like.
yeah, I think no, you've definitely been with us like probably like over a year, definitely probably about a year and a half, something like
No,
that.
it's more than two, bro. I have the
Huh?
2-year anniversary mark
Oh,
on my
well, there you
badge.
go. There you go then. Like to be honest, it
It's
didn't
been a
like
while. I might be hitting 3 soon, bro. I'm not even joking. It's been a while.
you might hit free. So I don't think you'll hit free this year. But
We'll see.
because we've only been going free like 3 years. We turned free in March.
I might have, Oh, you're
I
right
know.
then.
You haven't been with me at the beginning because there was like 6 months where nobody came.
Really?
Yeah, I literally had like 2 months. I was literally just playing my own music for the live to my girlfriend at the time. Bless her socks.
And look at you now.
Yeah, look at me now, still playing music to her. But no, like
Hell yeah.
So we had 2 months. No, like nobody came. Nobody came. And then I was like, man, what do I do? I was struggling. I won't lie, I was struggling so bad. I went and brought people's music and played it. You know what I mean? I was struggling. And then luckily enough, some people started coming in, and now we are kind of doing what we're doing. But yeah, like as you said, like has anyone said anything to you? I get told that I'm way too nice. You know what I mean? I get told I'm way too nice.
Yeah, sometimes, bro, I think like this is just a personal opinion. Sometimes if you hear a song and that shit is not good, you just need to be like, because sometimes, and I'm not gonna give no specific times, but sometimes you be giving reviews and I'm like, that's cap, because like the song wasn't good. Like, and I'm saying that just out of complete honesty. I know the person tried, and I'm not shitting on the person, and I'm not thinking of anybody specifically. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you just need to be like, yo, that shit was not it. Like, straight up. Even if it's with me, I don't give a fuck, man. I need to hear it.
Yeah, but even then, sometimes if like
Even if they get turned off to
I
you,
don't just like going in and being like, that's shit. You know what I mean?
give them all the positive that you can think of that song, and then be like, but at the end of the day, the song in general was trash, or something. Like, just ease into the hurt. They got to hear it.
Like, I might
They
like.
want it.
I don't necessarily like to just go up to people and be like, it's shit. You know what I mean? Like, if it ain't for me or I don't like it, I'll say it ain't for me. But I wanna
Yeah.
try and find the bits. I wanna try and tell them why I don't like it, and then I also wanna try and tell them something they might be able to change to make it better. And stuff like that. So yeah, I get told I'm way too nice but I know that compared to a lot of review shows that are out here doing things, then that's them, innit? But
I've been on a review show and they were like, that shit was fucking ass, bro. And I was like, damn. All right, thank you.
they play no, actually, I'll leave that offline. I ain't gonna get in this shit for real on here. But yeah, I think I might know. But
Oh, what?
I'll tell you off. Trust me. If I start on it, I'm gonna get it. But yeah, I get told I'm way too nice. And I'm like, to be honest, man, I didn't even I didn't even really want to be a review show. You know what I mean? I just wanted to bring people together. So, and try and help people and try and get different levels.
Well, you
of
are.
To
That's how it goes, bro. You're doing it.
Yeah, so
goal accomplished.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Well, still a lot more work to do with that goal, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So, speaking of speaking of that, have you what would you say is your advice for any aspiring musicians?
Advice. Shit. It's hard to give because I still need it too. But from where the position I'm in, if you're just starting, like, I would say don't stop even after that first song you put out doesn't get, if it only gets 52 views or 10 views, just put out another one. Get better, put out another one. Get better, put out another one. That's how it goes. You're not going to put out a hit song on your first try. Everybody thinks people that blew up overnight. They just don't see all the shit that they did beforehand. So just keep going.
Yeah. Well, going back to that Kato on the track guy we were talking about earlier, he says, he says it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said this, but it's it takes 10 years to become an overnight sensation, is what he says. So yeah, I agree with that advice. Yeah, consistency is definitely one thing that will get you recognized.
Yep.
It's one thing that's got. I'd probably say it's the one thing that's got me. Uh, yeah, has got me
People
more.
watching.
But yeah, got me the people watching. But you know, it's also like when you go a little bit of a period without coming on, then people will be like, "Oh, where's the show?" And you'll be like, well,
Yeah.
who like like not to be rude, but who are you? Like I've not
Yeah, for sure.
I've not seen you in the chat or nothing. I'm not saying you have to be in the chat to watch it because I know people do. Like I know people are shy and they watch outside of the live, and I'm fine with that. But it's funny
Yeah.
how many people will kind of message you and be like, yeah, what's going on? Are you okay? Where's the live stuff like that? And it's those things as well. As long as like it doesn't even really matter about the views as long as people see, like Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. You get into routine. I'm pretty sure there's other like I don't know, like a favorite program or or another reviewer or streamer or someone that you
Yeah, that they
watch.
know what day they come
Yeah,
on.
you don't you after a point you then don't have to ask what day they're on because they're always on at that time on that
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Consistency.
yeah. So it's not always
That's it.
you stay consistent with it. I mean, if you're having a bit of a shit day and you don't really want to go on, by all means, have a shit day, don't go on. But yeah, but yeah, the amount of people that have said, like just seeing you come on, like, and just constantly come on, like, yeah, that's one of the bigger things. While some people have reached out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like, even if you don't get a song with no fucking plays, like, well, to be honest, you'll get a play. I mean, there are songs on Spotify with 0 plays, but you'll definitely, but they're probably just fake things anyway. But
Yeah.
no matter what, like, you'll get a play. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'll
Somebody
be,
will
I'll
listen
be
to
honest.
it.
Like, I don't really release much music, and when I do, I don't really promote it like I should. But it still gets play. It still get plays. You know what I mean? And I'm happy
But they
with
get
that.
more if you promote it.
Yeah. I know they'll get more if I promote it, but that's not necessarily where kind of I kind of want to go now. But
And that might lead people into just tuning into your live stream.
mm, but yeah, like it gets, I might get the odd play, but those plays are still coming in, and as you say, the more like
Yeah, nah, you're
the
right.
more stuff, the more consistent you release. Like even if you just release like every other Friday or something, or once a month or something like that, people
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 expect
learn the
it. People
schedule.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if people like you, and people can relate to what you're saying, people will keep an eye out for it. So no,
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with it. All right,
Consistency is key, Mike.
it is, Governor. It is. You are Governor. Oh, geezer. But yeah, that is man. It is, mate. Consistency is key. Um, and then also kind of like who as well. Like is also another
That's a big thing
is
nowadays.
is another one as well.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball game. But yeah, stay consistent, people. Stay
Yeah.
consistent. But yeah, that's it, mate. That's all my merry questions for you. It's been
All
a
right.
it's been a pleasure. So do you wanna shout out where people can find you, like socials and stuff?
Yeah, I go by Just Project on literally everything. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all that at Just Project, JUST Project. One word. That's it.
Lovely, lovely.
And
All right,
shout
mate.
out like a God. Let's not forget
Oh,
that. Shout out
oh,
like a God.
right.
OG live streamer. Hoo, hoo,
Well, I ain't that
hoo,
old.
hoo.
I'll go. I'll
No,
go
not
by. I'll go by a dope live stream. But OG, make me sound ancient, mate.
original gangster, bro. You the original
Yeah, I
live
know what you mean.
streamer.
I'm
So
just joking.
you
I'm just joking.
OSV. He the OSV. Oh, live
All right,
streamer.
people.
Nah, I don't
All
even
right.
know.
Yeah, mate. All right. So we're gonna call it there. It's been an absolute pleasure, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Show, bro.
All right. Let's do this. But yeah, stick around.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm gonna just do this. All right. Peace.